We're at the Muleshoe Police Department, and we want to introduce you to the new Muleshoe Chief of Police, Roy Rice. Roy, you just came here earlier this month from where?
From Stanford, Texas.
And how big is Stanford?
It's a little over 3,100 population.
So just a little bit under Muleshoe, and you were doing what there in Stanford?
I was working for the Stanford Pump and Supply in the oil field for a while. Prior to that, I was working for Jones County Sheriff's Department and the city manager of Stanford.
Now, sort of tell us where Stanford is. It's not really close to Muleshoe, but it's still in West Texas, isn't it?
Yes, it's 35 miles north of Abilene.
Okay. So, but you're a West Texan, aren't you?
Yes, I'm originally from Brownfield.
So, were you actually born in Brownfield?
No, I was born in Levelland, but moved to Brownfield when I was 2, right.
Okay. And so, do you go to high school there in Brownfield?
Yes, graduated from high school there and worked for the Brownfield Police Department until 2006.
Now, we don't play Brownfield this year, I don't believe, do we, Robert? I'm pretty sure we... But now, here's a question for you. Remember, you're a policeman. If we did play Brownfield this year, who would you root for? The Brownfield Cubs or the Muleshoe Mules?
I'd have to go for the Mules.
Oh, good. You passed.
Well, thank you. You will see us at the games.
Good, great. Now, so are you really settled in, or are you still in the process of putting those boxes away?
We're still in transition. The wife is down there packing today, and we'll move in this weekend.
I see. Well, now, your wife's name is what?
Carolyn.
Now, where is she from? Brownfield, too?
Yes.
So, was she a high school sweetheart?
Yes, she was.
So, you all married there in Brownfield, I assume?
Yes.
And do you have any children?
We have 2 daughters and 6 grandchildren.
Wonderful. Tell me about your daughters and where they live and what they're doing today.
Okay, the oldest daughter is Crystal, and she's married to Jeff Melcher. They live in Shallow Water, technically Lubbock. They live right on the line of Shallow Water, Lubbock County line. And they have 3 children. They own the tobacco shop there, one of the tobacco shops there in Lubbock, and she also works for Continental Credit. My youngest daughter, Deidre, and her husband, Chance, live in Wellman, Texas, and have 3 children. And
that's close to Brownfield, isn't it?
Yes, it's 13 miles the other side of Brownfield, going towards Seagraves and Seminole.
Right.
And he works for the Terry County Precinct, and she's a stay-at-home mom.
And now, how many total? 6 grandchildren?
6 grandkids.
Well, now tell me all about those grandchildren.
We don't have enough time. I have 4 granddaughters and 2 grandsons, and they're all involved in sports of some sort. They all excel in their my oldest granddaughter, Desiree, is a senior this year. She's working for Amigos in Lubbock, and the other kids are...
Now, does she go to Shallow Water or Lubbock High, or one of the Lubbock schools?
They go to Shallow Water, in which we'll be playing.
And we do play. Okay, what are you going to do?
I want to sit at the end zone on that one. I mean, the Mules against the Mustangs, I still have to go for the Mules. So...
You'll take a M. You could have said.
And I'll still take the Mules, because I mean that's where we live, and you'll find out that we're going to be here supporting and backing our people here.
Good, great. And so now Deidre's the oldest.
No, she's the youngest.
Oh, she's the youngest. Yes. Oh, everybody.
She's the oldest.
Okay. So now, who are the other girls?
The other girls are Brittany. Don't get me going on ages on them, because they just changed. You know, right. They've grown too fast since I've been gone. We have Harley and Tristan. Tristan went to cross country last year and made state. Oh, so we're real proud of her. And of course, the 2 boys are involved in basketball and soccer, and that's Ryan and Dylan, and anything else that 2 mischievous boys can get into.
And so you'll be settled by next week here in Muleshoe, and or sort of settled.
I hope so.
Oh, that moving is something else. Now, you were in Brownfield right before Stanford, right?
That is correct.
And so you've been in law enforcement before. What's your philosophy of law enforcement? The good guys, the bad guys? What kind of guy?
Well, that's always a hard question because the way I look at it, it's definitely we're going out here to promote professional law enforcement. We're out here to detect the crimes and refer them to where we need to go, whether it be the municipal judge or county judge or JP or whatever. We just want people to have a nice, safe community. Whenever I was in the Air Force, I basically said I wanted to go back home where it'd make it safe for my mom and dad and my kids to walk up and down the streets safe. And that's still my philosophy today. I want to have where we can go out there and be safe in our homes, in our yards, and walking around. We don't want to be worried about being bitten by dogs. And I see here that Crystal does a great job at keeping the strays. I think I've only seen one dog running loose since I've been here. And the philosophy of safety is just that. I want people to be able to get out and move around safe without fear of being attacked.
And I bet also when we need you, you'll be there.
Well, I hope so. Yeah. Certainly hope so. I mean, somebody's going to be there. Somebody's going to respond.
Whether it's you or one of your
one of the other officers, somebody's going to respond to the call.
And so that comes to your staff. How many are on your staff here at the Muleshoe Police Department, Roy Rice?
Okay, we have 7 certified police officers other than myself. We have 3 full-time communicators and a part-time communicator. That's people who run the dispatch service. I keep forgetting that some people don't know the difference between communicators and dispatch. And we've got I mean, that's about it. I think we're going to be approved for a 9th additional officer, and I think that's going to help us a whole lot. I don't worry so much about our numbers because we've already been working, just like this morning. Bailey County backed us up on calls, and man, I mean, they're always, every time I turn around, they're helping us. So that's one of the things I like about this place is everybody works together, and that's what it's supposed to be. And even the highway patrol shows up, help us on our calls. So nobody's out there by themselves, and I want them to understand that if they need us, we're going to be there too.
And I know the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department also are right there when you need them as well.
Yes, I haven't got to work with very many of them yet. I've talked to a few of them, and I plan on getting by there. I think I missed their last meeting night. I'll be there on their next meeting night if at all possible, if we're not still moving in. But anyway, yes, we're all going to work together. That's the EMS. Everybody's going to be working together.
Right. And now tell me your officers' names.
You put me on the spot for that because so far everybody knows what all the slang names are. But, of course, we start off with Benny Parker, the lieutenant. He's the next in command of the department. And from the way I look at it, he's the one holding the department together. He's the foundation. From there we go to Steve Bartley, which is our field training officer and sergeant. He trains the officers so that they go onto the street, knowing what they need to provide services for the people of Muleshoe. We have Cassie Crandall, which is the investigator. She's got a full agenda with all the investigation she has to do. Helping her and patrol is Heath Edwards. He works patrol, but he still helps her with criminal investigations. Then that leaves Steve Clifton and Logan Ruthhart, I believe is how you say his last name. Everybody likes to have nicknames, so sometimes it's hard to remember all their names. And then the communicators, we have Delma and Liz, Gay, and I can't remember what the other one is. Got me on the spot on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Elaine.
That's it. I just got through going through all the stuff, and it just slipped. I'm sorry, Lane.
Well, but you've just been here a few days.
Yes, but the welcome in every way everybody's treating this thing, I've already been here a while because it's already home. It's already comfortable. So
it's great.
So, it is great. Believe me.
Muleshoe is a friendly town. Now, tell me about your background education. After Brownfield High School, what did you do?
Well, I went to serve some time in the military. And when I got out of the military, I came back and went to South Plains College, got my associate's degree from them, went into law enforcement. And then when I was still working my way in Brownfield Police Department, I went to Wayland and got my bachelor's degree. So, and I've got, I hold a Master's Peace Officer certificate, but I put my first badge and gun on in 1975, so it's been a while.
Well, we're so glad to have you in Muleshoe, and we want to help you at Channel 6 any way we possibly can and support you and the Muleshoe Police Department, and don't ever hesitate to call on us.
That's not a problem, because I'm just glad to be here. And, of course, Gil and I have already visited several times, and you and I have talked before, so it won't be a problem. You ever need anything from us, you just let us know.
Thank you so very much. And we hope that you will, if you haven't already, meet our new Muleshoe Police Department Chief, Roy Rice. Welcome to Muleshoe to him and his wife.